So in life, most people have hobbies. I have obsessions. In my childhood, I was obsessed with video games. It was literally all I would do. Just sit in front of the TV and play video games in my youth. And maybe that's the reason I have no social skills. Maybe that's the reason I'm a social reject. Because I just sat in front of the TV watching video games. I was also obsessed with the television show America's Most Wanted. The show with John Walsh where they found fugitives. The show scared me. It was like a horror show to me, a crime show, and it thrilled me. It gave me an adrenaline rush, and I used to be obsessed with America's Most Wanted. But you know what? I decided later on, to get into more light-hearted entertainment, and I became obsessed with professional wrestling. My obsession with professional wrestling began in 1997, obviously, when my father introduced me to WCW. From there, I got into WWE, and I was obsessed with wrestling for 15 years, maybe, well into adulthood, and it was lighthearted, feel-good entertainment. I know a lot about professional wrestling. I was obsessed with professional wrestling, In recent years, I'm more obsessed with artwork, writings, YouTube, social media content creation. So that's my current obsession, social media content creation. And I guess that's replaced my obsession with wrestling. I used to be, in terms of exercise, I used to be obsessed with running. I used to run all day long. Some people say, Andrew, you have a real addictive personality. It's a good thing I was never addicted to drugs or alcohol, but then again, I drink a lot of coffee, so maybe I do have an obsessive personality and addictive personality, especially when it comes to coffee. Most people have hobbies and can do things in moderation. I have things that I become obsessed with. Like wrestling, like America's Most Wanted, like coffee, like video games, and so on. I just become obsessed with things. And I can become obsessed with people too. So, you gotta be careful. You don't want to get stalkerish. Many years ago, like Man Crush Ed, I became a little stalkerish with him. So, you gotta be careful of being a little too obsessed.